to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators offense will get first crack at it here. A long way to go for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged out of the air. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's ball. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And, man, you've got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Opening day, and might as well build a little drama with a 3rd and goal early. They'll try to pound their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pushes ahead. He gets it down to the 3 and not an inch further, and they get a stop on 4th and goal. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the...
Turning it on! Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to ride this running back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They're on the board first here in the season opener. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Ball. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Udo. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. He's got it at the 20. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Udo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Levitt. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
How in the world did he miss that? So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Wrapped behind the line, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He lost one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Levin. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, the ground game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on...
Wide open spaces. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Livingston. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the give off the left side. Thrust that arm out. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. Steps away. Got the first down. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
Pulls it in down the middle. It's a seam wide open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
That's caught. It's Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy. So no question here in the second half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at touchdown Gators. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing now here in week one. A solid start to this new campaign. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Livingston. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8th. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog.